Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. It is me, Desiree, and today I wanted to try out some new makeup that I bought at, dropped one, Ulta and Sephora. So I got a couple of things from Ulta and a couple from Sephora. I opened one and already tried it out, but everything else is going to be first impressions. It's a good mix of stuff. I have some stuff for the face and the eyes. And the first thing I'm going to try out is actually the eyes, because I'm sure this is going to give me some fallout. And I bought this only because I was like 80 cents away from free shipping on Ulta's website. So I went to their sales section, filtered through the cheapest items, and I picked out this because it was like $1. That's the only reason I got it. And it's from NYX, and it's their Foil Play Cream Pigment. And this is the shade Happy Hippie. And I've never tried a cream pigment before, like not even from anybody, but I've never even heard of one actually. But NYX's pigments are my favorite loose pigments I've ever tried. They're the best. They have some really good shades and they're so easy to use as well. Forgot my mirror. And this is just a really cool color. It's just like a vibrant green. But I also got two eyeliners from Maybelline and I wanted these so badly. Oh my gosh, I was like having a little heart attack about these eyeliners. I mean, look how cool they are. So they're from the Tattoo Studio line. I have the shade Orange Flash and the shade Ultra Pink. And one of my favorite things all year were these eyeliners from Pacifica. These were not only one of my like best purchases of the year, they're one of my most worn products, period, like all year. And they're the vegan eyeliners. They're all colorful. They're all like a cool pastel color. And I have worn the heck out of these liners. So I'm like really into colorful eyeliner right now. And these two, I mean, look at them. They're so vibrant. So if I'm going to put on this green pigment, I still want to try out one of the eyeliners. So I'm like, which one would look better with green? The orange? I know it's kind of reflective. You can't really see. Or the pink. I don't know. They both look a little cuckoo. Let's go with, you know what, I'm just gonna play it by ear. It has a different sifter than the regular pigments that NYX makes. It has one big hole in the middle, which is great because I hope it works better than the other ones they have. The other pigments have 3 holes, but they're the tiniest holes. They're almost too small and you can't get the, oh, that's way nicer. They need to switch to these bigger ones. It's really chunky. So how I use these pigments from NYX is I get a flat brush, I spray some setting spray on it, pat off a little bit of the excess, and I pour some of the pigment into the lid, and then I just get the flat brush and I kind of work the brush into the pigment and just make sure one side of it is pretty coated. Ooh, I could already see how different this one is. It looks chunky. And then I kind of pat off a little of the excess, that way it doesn't fall too much. I'm kind of afraid to use this. I think it's gonna go everywhere. I don't know. Ooh, no, look at that. Transferred really easily. I thought it was gonna be really chunky. It just looks different. Like a different kind of texture. The texture of this one actually looks like these ones that I got from Profusion. I picked up a couple of their Halloween pigments. They have a display at Walgreens. I'm sure they have it other places too, but we had it at Walgreens. I got the Duochrome mineral pigments in the shade Haze and Omen, and I tried out this one Haze, this green one, and it was so beautiful. It was so beautiful, but it reminds me of this texture from the NYX one a lot. Just kind of chunky, but it transforms into a nice like cream on the lid, which is probably why it's called cream pigment. Let me get a little closer so you can see how it transfers onto the lid, or hopefully you can see. You just kind of paint it so you can fill in your eyelid with pigment. I love how easy this pours out. Oh, I haven't bought a new pigment from NYX in a while, so maybe they've updated the packaging. But the ones I have, it's awful packaging. Or like the sifter's really bad. And the only thing with the pigments is there's some left in the lid, but I can't put it back in. So I try not to pour out too much because I can't get it back in there. So I got a concealer from this brand called Kulfi or Kulfi. I think this is a new brand, like in general, not just due to Sephora. Correct me if I'm wrong, of course. But I got their main match concealer. I picked out the shade Ice Ice Berry, and it sounds really good. So it says it's a crease-proof, self-setting, hydrating concealer with a radiant-looking finish and medium coverage, perfect for hiding dark circles, hyperpigmentation, and blemishes. All right, I'm gonna try this under the eyes because it says it's a self-setting concealer. I actually should have swatched it to kind of see what the texture's like. Ooh, thick. Ooh, hydrating. Ooh, that went on really easily. It's very, very hydrating, so I'm curious to see how it's gonna self-set being so hydrating, because it looks like it felt very tacky and a little on the thick side, like to spread it out, but it's also thin. It's like a thin texture, but it feels thick. Does that make any sense? Like to spread it with my finger anyway, it feels a little thick, but not in a bad way. Oh my gosh, it feels great on the under eyes. I think I picked out a pretty good color. I was very worried. Oh my gosh, look at that. So this first one I put on already feels like it's setting. Oh my gosh, I'm very excited about this. Okay, let's put it on the face now. I didn't put on any foundation because I wanted to just try out this on the whole face and see how it works. So we're just gonna do concealer today all over the face. I'm just gonna kind of use whatever's on the brush. Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed to use a sponge. I should have gotten a new sponge. It's fine. It's fine. It's real life. It's fine. I'll tell you in a sec why I'm embarrassed. First, let's look at this concealer. I think I picked out like a perfect shade match. Let me try moving it with my fingers and see how it feels. Oh yeah, it feels a little thick, but in a really nice emollient kind of way, not in a bad way. It looks very, very pretty on the skin. I think I picked out a pretty good shade. Very hydrating looking, like it looks glossy, but it doesn't feel that tacky. I'm sure it's gonna dry down here in a little bit. Let me feel how the under eyes are feeling. A little tacky still. This one feels like it's already drying down. Ooh, I think this is gonna be one that I'm gonna really, really like. So this sponge actually it ripped right in half when I was washing it, so I'm just using like the bigger part of the sponge that is still functional because it's a pretty new sponge, but it ripped in half really easily. This is the Morphe blending something sponge. Normally I like this one, but it rips really fast, so just letting you know. Okay, I got a liquid contour from Milani. This is the Conceal and Perfect, part of their Conceal and Perfect line. It says here, it is a lightweight blendable formula, dries down evenly for buildable application, effortlessly create dimension and depth, and sculpting cheekbones instantly. I have here the shade Honey, and I think they still sell like the color correctors in this exact style with this little sponge tip. So let's squeeze out a little bit just to kind of see the shade. That's all right. I have a little scab right there, so I'm going to show you like this. That's an all right shade for contouring, I think. Okay, let's just, I don't know, I'm just going to kind of draw it. I'm just going to do my cheekbones because I don't really know how to contour. I usually use just bronzer for that, and I know like contour colors and bronzer colors are different, but if you're just doing makeup at home, oh my gosh, look how that blended. That was so fast. I mean, if you're just doing, like I was saying, if you're just doing makeup at home, like it doesn't really matter, just do what you like. But if you're a professional, then yeah, use the correct things. But did that make a difference? It seems like it blended away, but I also feel like I have a cut cheekbone now. That's so weird. That blended so fast. Did that do anything? I can't tell. I didn't pay attention to what the before looked like. But it did blend like really crazily fast. Interesting. Let's do, I don't think I've ever contoured my nose in my whole life. Have I? I don't even know how to do it. But let's, you know what? Let's just have some fun. Okay. I see people usually do this with a brush. Oh no, I'm pretty sure I did that wrong. Did I do that wrong? It looks wrong. That looks wrong. It just looks like I have bronzer on my nose. Let's do a little up here. I see people do this with contour cream sometimes. I don't know. This is so light. It's very easy to use, like for sure. It doesn't dry down really quickly at all. Let's do a little more right here. Just to see. I think it's, yeah, it is doing something. But it's so subtle. But that's a good thing, I think, because then it's going to be very user-friendly, like really easy to use. Interesting. Interesting. Anyway, I think it's pretty cool. First impression, obviously, very easy to use, very user-friendly. I think this is going to be something that like beginners would love, like me, because it's just so lightly pigmented and it blended so easily. Okay, the next thing I got is actually from Beauty Blender, and this is the Bounce Bronzer and Highlighter. Oh my gosh, I wanted this so badly. And I got a gift card for Sephora for my birthday, and normally I just agonize over what to buy, and I'll have the gift card for a year, and you know, this time I was like, the person gave it to you because they wanted you to buy something. Just buy something. So this is what I got. And this is a cream bronzer and a cream highlighter, a little duo. I got the shade Light, the highlighter is in the shade Pearl, and the bronzer is in the shade Buff. And it looks pretty cool. If I could open it. Oh, there we go. So on top here you have a cream blush. I mean a cream highlighter. There you go. And then you screw off the lid and you have your cream bronzer. So I know I already have like the contour on, but like I was saying, oh my gosh, this is so creamy. That's almost too creamy. Like it feels like it's melted. Oh my, like I barely touched it. All right, that's the color I'm getting right there from that. Let's go with, I don't know, because I already have like this stuff on. I don't want to overdo it. I'm afraid of this. This seems like it's almost too creamy, like I'm going to pick up way too much. So I'm going to dab in my brush and then kind of dab off excess. And we're just going to do a little bronze in and see how it goes. It's like so creamy. I can't believe it. Did I do anything? I think I look exactly the same, but I don't know. I don't want to keep going. I'm afraid to keep going. I'm actually just going to stop right there. I'm kind of worried. But let's try out the highlighter. Oh, it's like a putty texture, not really cream. Feels really good. It looked kind of dark for me, but it's swatching almost like really, really light. I actually thought it was nothing. All right, Let's try it out. I'm just gonna use it on my ring finger. It's so subtle. It's ultra subtle. Like, it kind of just looks like you had, I don't know, just put on your skincare or something. But I like it. Just looks like adds a nice little glow without highlighter, like no shimmer particles or anything. It just looks like, I don't know, glow from within, kind of wet skin kind of look. Ooh, I like it. I kind of made a mess on the putty though. Look what I did to it. Trying to tap my finger into it just because it feels funny touching this to get like some on your finger. And the last thing I have are these eyeliners from Maybelline. I think I want to go for the pink one. I did try out the other one already, the orange one, and I really like it. I wore it a couple times already. But I'm just picturing this pink on the lower lash line with this like lime green. And it's so creamy and so pink. And one of my favorite pencils I ever bought that I used to use all the time was actually from Wet n Wild, but it was a lip liner. Back when they made the lip liners that were this long, those wooden pencils, it was a pink one, and I'm sure I still have like the little stump left because I used that whole pencil up, but I used it as an eyeliner. I didn't know that there was a difference, and I had this pink eyeliner that I wore all the time. I loved it so much. I'm gonna do a little black eyeliner in the lower inner rim just to kind of balance out the red, throw on mascara, and then we'll just kind of wrap it up. All right, and that is it, my little first impressions. I told you I'm not good at first impressions. I did throw on a generous amount of blush. I used the Ulta Beauty Mineral Blush in the shade Tiger Lily, one of my all-time favorites. The concealer from Kulfi, I really liked this. I think I picked just such a good shade. It looks great under the eyes right now. It doesn't feel completely set, but I'm sure it will, you know, if I just give it some time. I'm excited to keep using this and see how it's gonna wear for me throughout the day. The Beauty Blender Magic Fit creamy bronzer thing. I know I didn't like use a ton of the bronzer, but I don't know, I was just afraid. It just was so pigmented and so creamy, and I was kind of worried about it. And then the highlight I actually really like. It just looks like, I don't know, like a nice glowy wet look without any color really. Just a pearl with no shimmer, and I really liked it. The eyeliners, I mean, I know this look is not for everybody, but I love this pink eyeliner so much. I am like looking forward to just using the heck out of these liners and adding them into my rotation with my Pacifica ones. The pigment from NYX, really like it. I think it looks really cool, vibrant yellow green. I'm gonna see if they have any more of these on clearance because I want to get some more. And then the last thing was the Milani liquid contour. I mean, this seems like it's great for beginners like myself because it was so easy to use, blended like a dream, lightly pigmented, but I think it did something. I don't know, you gotta let me know in the comments what you think. Okay, quick check-in on the makeup. I know the way the lighting's coming into the window, it's making me look like a witch, but I just want to let you know how everything wore throughout the day or how it's going so far. The concealer, oh my god, my eye, can you see it? It's been twitching all day and it's driving me crazy. I don't know if you can see it. I feel like it's going like this. It's driving me nuts. Anyway, the concealer from Kulfi, I really like this. It didn't crease at all, not even under the eyes, not once. I didn't have to like pat out anything. I think it looks really nice. It still looks nice. I didn't set it with powder or anything. I'm really looking forward to continue using this and trying it and getting to know it a lot better. But so far so good, and I think the color match is pretty good too. The Beauty Blender thing, I mean, I'm gonna have to use the bronzer part a little more, but I really liked the highlighter, and I think it looks really nice. It's still there, still shiny. Really like this. I gotta get to know the bronzer a little better, but you know, so far so good with the highlighter. This Foil Play Pigment from NYX, I'm probably never going to use this again, although it still looks nice on the eyes and it's still there. It didn't fade or crease or anything. It's all over my face. So about right here, from right here all the way up, it's covered with little green sparkles. Like they're everywhere. They're clear as day. I can see them everywhere and it fell right away. Like within about an hour, I had sparkles all over my face. So that's not really what I want, and I don't like the way that that looks at all. So although it looks nice on my eyes, I don't want this eyeshadow all over my face, and the pigments never fall out like this. So this foil play one, it's just not for me. Maybe I put on too much, who knows, but I don't want to chance it. It's fine. The liquid contour from Milani, what did I say, Milani? I don't know. I can't tell if it's there still because it was so light on my skin in the first place, but I will continue to use this, and like I said already, it's really good for beginners because it's so light and so blendable. And then the liners from Maybelline. I just love these so much. Right after I did the video, I ordered all the rest of the colors. The packaging does say limited edition, but on Ulta's website it doesn't. So I'm hoping these are part of the permanent line because I want to review these, swatch all of them, try all of them on, and do a video on them. They had like a purple one, a blue one, a green one. I bought all of them. They were buy one get one half off. I have the pink one and the orange one, and the pink one is the one I have on today. It's still there. It hasn't smudged, hasn't faded, hasn't like traveled down here anywhere. It's exactly the way that I put it on. And I've had the same experience with this orange one here. It doesn't fade, doesn't move around. It's ultra budge proof, and I love the color of this so much. So yeah, like I said, I bought all the rest of them. And I think that was all that I had, right? The concealer, the beauty blender, Milani, the liners, and I feel like there was something else. Oh, the pigment, this. So yeah, that's it. That's my quick little check-in. I like everything so far except the pigment. I don't really want to use that anymore. But everything else I will continue to use, and I'm sure you'll see it in videos here and there. So that is it. That's my quick check-in. Let me know if you've tried any of these products. I would love to know. But that is it. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe so you don't miss the next one, and I will see you later in another video. Goodbye.